Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something completely different to what we normally do over on this channel. We're doing a reaction. Some of you might know this guy on the screen. This is Steve, also known as 06 Volts, and I put a submission in for Guess the WN8, and this is his Guess the WN8 on my replay. So I asked permission, he said I can react to it and upload it, so here we go. I've uploaded an A43 battle, and it is a little bit different because I wasn't actually trying, and I'm pretty sure that during this replay I was on a phone call with the missus, so I wasn't really trying, but nevertheless, let's get into this replay.
Here we have an A43 with the 57mm Zis. Now the 57 Zis has one of, if not the, one of the highest DPMs typically in the entire
It
game.
does indeed.
This thing, if it
That's
gets
why I run full
unload
gold
on you, will wipe you a new asshole. Now obviously I think the DPM is better typically on the Tier 5 T34, which also gets a 57 Zis.
It's a similar gun, definitely.
It will still do work on the A43, even with the limited 5 degrees of gun deflection that we might be using here to counter across on the light side. This is a maneuver of confidence, though it's odd that we weren't looking in the direction of likely target.
So the reason I didn't look there is I normally mess this corner up and I normally crash and then take a shot. So I wanted to make sure I got around the corner first before I aimed at them, if that makes sense.
Probably concerned about where to aim. Interesting. So what can we talk about with the A43? This tank has an oddity. And the oddity is that if you use the...
One thing that Steve hasn't noticed is my 3 marks on the barrel. I wonder if he's going to catch that towards the end of the game. I haven't watched this YouTube video yet at all.
Top gun, the 76mm. The premium shells do 5 hit points less damage. And the top 76 has decent DPM as it is, like 1,800 or something around there. We're going to see this DPM here if we're not very, very careful on behalf of that Ching. Very good. Okay, so yeah, the premium shells have 5 less damage, so it's odd when you switch from standard to premium shells, your DPM goes down by about 100. This gun, however, has no such weakness. Your DPM stays high with this 189, I think. Let's have a look. 189mm of pen with premium, and I believe with standard it goes down to 112. Yeah, 112. So with standard can feel a bit limiting, but the premium shells will do their work. Now, I think reverse side sniping here, not particularly efficacious, but I mean.
So the reason I reverse side scraped is, as you can see, the A43, the turret is mounted on the front. So if you try to side scrape it normally, you've got to overexpose your tank to be able to get your gun to be able to shoot. Even though this thing's got weak armor, spin it around, reverse side scrape, your turret's then at the back, so then you've got less of your tank exposed. It was my thinking at this point.
You work with what you can as a medium tank in this engagement. Now, the enemy not pushing this is abhorrent. Just look at the amount that they outmatch the forces that they're opposing. Like, I got 2.
I was shitting it.
One's a Tiger 121, fair enough. But I got Panzer
I was
38K
expecting
behind
double
there.
Tiger to push me.
Looks like a Berser. Is that a Berser? Yeah, a Berser in there. They could just push right here, right now. Really no reason not to. So the fact that the enemy team aren't claiming land, this isn't a defensive assault. You can't justify it that way. It's a standard battle. So the enemy team should be taking land and position right now. And
they should be, but they're not.
So really poor play on their behalf. We do have a position here. 189mm on pen will certainly butter through a Tiger, though that angle is a little troublesome. Wow, bounces one from the Tiger 121. Not something you expect. Oh, and knows about the little hole that
You
is
do.
present there. Very good.
That hole has
indeed.
caught so many
Okay.
people out
And
against
you're
me.
noticing no HE shells.
I knew this was coming.
Now, you have enough ammo in this thing. You should take some HE shells. Like, I get you probably...
Yes, normally I do take HE, but with this tank, the amount of times I've almost run out of ammo because my team is folded and then I'm in a 1v3. I've got 3 APCR and 5 HE against a 3-shot Tiger 131, a Hellcat that is not reliably going to be penning frontally. That's why I don't take HE on this tank. Because if I need to reset a cap, I'll just put 2 into the track. One to make it orange, one to make it red. Or try to take their gun. If you take their gun or their track without damage, then it will reset the cap as well. You don't necessarily just have to shoot HE.
Not going to be using them an awful lot. But HE, after the changes, is guaranteed to do damage if it contacts the armor. Which means if you get a T1 Cunningham against a E100 on 1 hit point, the T1 Cunningham will win that fight.
Not necessarily.
Because all it has to do is hit armor with HE and the E100 will die. Like, that's the example of why you take HE shells, because you can reset, because you can secure kills. Now that's a nice bit of positioning here. Kill secured, and now we just have to wait for a bit of pressure. Though maybe if we look at the Berser as a tank, can we see the gun's fairly center? So if the gun is off center, you can consider working around that side of the cover that you're behind.
You can, but as soon as if I was to poke here, for my turret to be able to shoot him, pretty much my entire front's the same. And then if I poke this side, the massive cupola is then visible for the Berser to shoot.
But this time we probably want to be patient. If we want to go for damage, though,
Patience is key in some places.
Use this gun. The gun is closer to us, so it's easier for us to shoot around than it is for him to shoot around. So that would be the way to work this. And I'll go into sniper mode and just see if I could baits it quite nicely. Are we going to take round? Auto aim is dangerous here because that gun is at a dangerous height. Wow! Slips past that very nicely.
Auto aim, I find with this tank is actually brilliant. The Berser, yes, it does have some good armor, but the APCR will reliably go through the front of the Berser. Because obviously when you lock on with the auto aim, it aims for the center mass of the tank. And on the Berser, frontally, that is weak. Hence why I auto-aimed it. And you got to remember that during this whole thing, I am also on a phone call with the missus. So I don't think it's going too badly if I don't say so myself.
Get the pen again. Auto-aim kind of dangerous. And again, not respecting the potential of a G Destroyer angle out there.
Who would worry about a G Destroyer? It's... No offense to people that like the tank. It's shit. He might be in this position, but if he shoots me once, he's getting spotted. I've got 2 tanks here. I've got another tank in the middle that's just going to farm him. And I don't really mind taking 50 HP damage just to get the spot off. We're getting into the late game. We need to get knowledge of where their team is. So if I've got to eat a 50 HP shell and then he dies, so be it.
Or maybe a camping M6 or some bollocks. Still in base, going around the outside here. It's a little lacking in awareness because you certainly didn't have to do it after securing that kill. You could have fallen back a safe direction. You got a 1.9 second aim time here with a 0.38 accuracy, so potentially going to be feeling that in these long distance engagements.
I find the A43 is pretty fine at long range, to be honest.
Very aggressively.
I do. I do enjoy playing
I'm
aggressively.
characteristic of, I feel like it's sort of 54-55% aggression, as opposed to sort of very high level game. I could be wrong. It's a difficult one. This. Oh god damn! That is a 59% Animac. Wonderful, and just farming people, and you can get that. You can get that booty of this M6. I mean, you're probably gonna expose the crossfire, but at this point, that booty though, come on, no auto aim. Look at that ass. Look
The
at
M6.
that ass. Do you know?
The M6 does have a big ass, but you got to remember that I wasn't playing properly. I'm on a phone call, and I'm literally purely just playing for fun during this game. I wasn't trying. Yes, I could have aimed for the back of the M6 to try to cause a fire, but the middle of the M6 is also where its ammo rack is.
How easy it is to set that ass on fire, especially with a gun like this.
Plus, I like to see the gun work.
I'll tell you, I don't take Deadeye on anything with a reload over like 5 seconds. Deadeye and module damage is more effective with a rapid fire gun. Doesn't matter the alpha damage, the more you fire, the more effective module damage. It's just the way it works. Like, don't shoot me, that's the way it works. This is a situation where you should be manually aiming at a module. This is a high skill cap technique, or a high skill level technique, but in engagements like this, it can mean the difference between winning and losing. Manually
Very true.
Aim at the back, aim at the fuel tank.
Very true that manual aiming to get module damage is a high skill capped play, but I'm also not too worried about losing, because at the moment this M6 hasn't hit me once, so I'm not too worried about that. I've got reinforcements. I've got a Panzer IV-H here that's about to shoot, hopefully, the M6. I've got these forces here moving across. I'm not worried in the slightest, and I wasn't really trying. It's the point of this replay, is I wasn't trying. I had a good game, and I thought, yeah, why not upload it? Let's see what happens.
Aim at the engine. You do that consistently over multiple engagements, you will see the benefits of it. And this M6 is just having a very bad time trying to connect with this A43 here. What you should be doing, or what you should have tried to do, was reverse. I know it got his tracks blown off, but reverse around here so that the A43 couldn't get on his side. But as it happens, we're just absolutely mincing the M6, and that's what you're going to be wary of with an A43 or T-34, any of these tanks that have this 57 ZIS gun. It is absolutely unholy in circumstances where it just gets to fire. And
this exact same technique also works very well if you're in a Cromwell, a T-64, 5916, something like that. That's got around a 3 to 4 second reload time against a side of Japanese heavies, OIs, ONIs, OHOs, Type 4, Type 5. Also works very well against pretty much anything that can't depress its gun properly. If you can get the side of a TOG, it's brilliant.
This is what I mean about not feeling... This is either a sort of 54-55% player, or it is a very good player just playing completely YOLO.
It was kind of a YOLO game, not gonna lie.
Plays in this game could be done by someone bad, and they could be done by someone good. Like, it's really odd because there's a lack of sort of awareness, but there's an aggression that is very commonly found in very experienced players.
The awareness was not lacking. I just, as I said earlier, just trying to actually get myself into a position before I try to shoot someone, and obviously distracted by a phone call, so I wasn't properly concentrating on the battle.
And I struggle to sort of grasp where this player sits.
That's why I uploaded the video, try to confuse you.
It might be. I just feel like it's. I mean, spamming full premium, maybe 54. Somewhere around there. This is a really hard one.
Spamming full premium is the only way to play the A43 with the 57mm gun.
I will note down my thoughts and see you in a minute. Okay, so for the reasons I said, I've written down 53.89 and 1,692. But honestly, this is one that I'm really not sure of.
I'm
It's
so
got
glad I've confused
the
him.
aggression and the position hunger of a very good player, but it's got the sort of awareness of a very bad player, or the positioning, the technique of a less experienced player. So I really don't know. I've gone somewhere in the middle. I hope I'm right. God damn, okay, hell yeah. I'm pleased with that one. I genuinely did not think I was going to nail that. Okay. Splendid. Thank
My one thing I will say about the overall statistics on my account, as you can see, it was made in 2011. I am 26 years old, so I was 12 when I started on this account. So yes, my statistics are kind of bad, but I do play for fun, and it's just a laugh. So I also, as you've seen with my, as I call it, untapped aggression, I do enjoy trying to push sides very hard, and I then hope that the team's going to support me. They don't, I die, they die, because World of Tanks.
you so much for submitting that one, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
welcome.
You can see
Make sure to check out Steve in the description, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.